This report, they've come up with 10 skills for the future. Now, 10's too many for me, so I've reduced them down. I've actually collected them all together and talking about 5 capabilities. So these are my 5 capabilities for the future. In this report, they talk about 10 skills for the future. So if you have a look, there's all sorts of things. Cognitive and social mastery. So this is the ability to think. The ability to think differently. That's that knowledge work. No longer are we just beasts of burden, which is what we used to be. Humans used to be beasts of burden. You know, we'd pick up the flower and move it. We don't anymore. Now we develop really creative ways of being able to move that flower from one side to the other. That's knowledge work. Social mastery is about the emotional intelligence as well, being able to connect with others, that collaboration. You know, this is a collaborative working space. There's a number of them in Adelaide now, collaborative working spaces, which is just fantastic. That's the direction we're moving in. Those skills around relationship building is so essential. Adaptive and strategic thinking. This is where they're saying that 75% of people, this is the skill that they're saying we've only got that 18% in the workplace. So we're going to have 75% of jobs going to need this skill, and right now we've only got 18% capability in the workplace. There's a massive gap here. There's a massive gap. And the ability to teach this sort of thinking as well, adaptive and strategic thinking as well. There's a massive gap there. And how do you teach adaptive and strategic thinking? Well, we're doing a little bit of that today. We're broadening out, aren't we? We think beyond what we're currently doing. That's strategic thinking. Moving beyond what I'm doing right now to fix it technically. We do a lot of technical fixes. We're going to talk about, after the break, we're going to talk about change management and how we move from a technical change management fix to a strategic change management. We'll have a look at a model of change management and moving from that theory into practice. That is one of the absolutely critical skills that you're going to need in your human resources career. Adaptive and strategic thinking is part of that. To actually put into place really good practices, really good initiatives, you have to be able to think beyond the initiative that you're putting into place. So what's the impact of that? And not just on the manager, not just on the staff, but on the customer, on the stakeholders, on the board. What's the impact on the business as a whole?